Okay. All right. So today, before we get into this date, I want to show y'all how to do real garment tzitzits. Because a lot of people been asking, I don't know why this is still a secret. We're supposed to put this out and let it be known. But for some reason, a lot of people don't know how to do real tzitzits, which y'all call fringes. These are not fringes, okay? The Hebrew word tzitzit is the same word for lock, like someone's hair, right? So if your tzitzits are not looking like locks hanging from the garment, I don't know whose Scandinavian Slavic culture you keeping. You understand what I'm saying? So it must be woven into the fabric. And today I'm going to show you how to do this. Because for some reason it's still a secret. I don't know. I looked on YouTube and I don't see nobody really doing this. So the scriptures say the law must go forth from Zion, right? So since I'm in Zion, I'm going to show you guys the law. For some of you, this is going to be your first time. If you've been to Zion many times, you already, this is old stuff. But for those of you who plan on coming before the face of the Most High, you don't want to be looking like some Russian with shoelaces hanging from your belt loops. You understand? I've seen some type of crazy stuff people be doing, talking about, this is my ZZs, and they got like freaking shoelaces, the same shoelaces they used to gangbang with. They done tied them to their belt loop and they got them swirling and hanging down, talking about ZZs. That's not our culture. That's not Hebrew culture, right? So here's how it looks. Of course, I didn't get my cord correctly, but I'm going to show you how to do the cord. But for now, I want to focus on these ZZs, so I'm going to show you how to do this. So first, all you need is a pair of scissors, nice little Hebrew comb. You get these in America at Walmart or whatever. And this is a little tool I like to use. It's like an envelope opener. It works really well, right? So you get this tool. First, you get your scissors, right? And then you cut the garment into these little strips. Zoom in so you can see this. You cut the garment into these little strips. Mm-hmm. You understand? Where it looks like little flaps. And then once you got them out laid flat, then you take the, I guess this is like my tweezers, my envelope opener. You take the envelope opener, whatever, and then you pull, you gotta zoom in on this because you gotta see this. You gotta pull the strings away from the fabric until it looks like fine hair. You understand? So I'm using my my envelope opener or my fringe maker, whatever. They call this fraying the garment. So this is how you fray it. And as you can see, I'm fraying the garment, right? And each fray, you are stripping away the garment to get down to the threads that basically hang like hair. Because remember, the word ZZ is associated with hair, like dreadlocks. I don't like the word dreadlocks, but like locks. You know what I'm saying? It's got to look like locks. So when it said Samson has 7 locks, in the book of Judges, it says Samson got 7 ZZs. So when you fray away the strings from the fabric, it's going to look like hair, right? Then you take your comb and you just comb it, right? Until it looks really, really fine like this, right? And once you finish it, it's going to look something like this all the way around the garment, right? Not in your belt loops or on the 4 corners. It's not 4 corners. It's all around the garments, like it's going around the earth, like the 4 corners, the 4 quarters of your garment. That's what the scriptures mean. It don't mean no corners. It means the 4 quarters of your garment, like a pizza pie, you know, like the 4 quarters of the earth, like the ice wall. I ain't gonna get into that. But anyway, so you got the garment combed out, and once you got it combed out like this, then you want to make your locks or your zits, as you can see my locks. you want to make your locks on the fabric. And you do that, basically, some of you sisters be crocheting, and you take the garment like a lock, you grab some of the string, and you take your crochet tool, and you you make like a knot out of it. I guess that's too much. You make like a knot. I have my wife do this part. This is the hard part. You take a little bit, and then you do a lock, basically like you do a sister lock or a brother lock, and you turn it up using your crochet tool. That's if you could do it with your finger. My fingers is too big. Anyway, but it should look like this when you're finished. You understand? This is very, very important, y'all. If you're not wearing this, I don't know whose culture you keeping. You see this culture right here all over the archaeological walls in Lachish. You see this all over the walls in the Nubian Egypt. You understand? This is the ancient French. And if this shirt right here come from Uganda, right? I will show y'all some of my garments, but like I said, the Khazarian Mafia raided my camp last year and they took all of my garments, right? But as you can see in Uganda, they still keep the ancient Hebrew customs, right? It's already frayed from the garment. Just like the Messiah said, he said, you don't take an old garment and sew it to a new garment. You understand? That's not our culture. That's somebody else's culture. You're going on Amazon and buying these little trinklets and stuff that's hanging from your grandma's furniture, and you sew it on your t-shirt and call those garments. Y'all crazy for that. Anyway, but now I want to show y'all the cords that's supposed to be on there. Zoom in so you can see this. As you can see on my the cords or thread that's going above where the ZC is going to be, is you see it's not blue, right? The word is not blue, right? Actually, the word tekelet in Numbers 15 does not translate to blue. Some of y'all got these Judaism dictionaries, your James Strong dictionary. You need to get a BDB dictionary, and it gives the proper definition of the color tekelet, which is violet or purple. As you can see, the Messiah wore purple, all over. David wore purple. This is a very royal color. This is the color that your cords are supposed to be. And like I said, it's supposed to go all the way around. Not some blue shoelaces hanging from your freaking belt loops on your jeans. It's supposed to go all the way around. And you see this, you definitely want to put a slit in your garment. That way you can walk. You understand? If you got to run from the police, if you got to kick a blood drinker in the face and get away, you got to have a slit all the way so you can actually move and climb up these ancient mountains and stuff. You understand? So now that we got that away, out the way. If you got any questions, comments, and concerns on the garments, leave them in the comment section. Holler at my boy Free on Facebook, Pilgrimage to Zion. He'll get you some garments and stuff if you're too lazy to make. Go buy the fabric and make your own. Pilgrimage to Zion, holler at him, or hit my inbox. Any questions, comments, concerns. Now, let's get into the date real quick. So today is the famous Friday the 13th. You understand? This happens 4 times a year on the Enoch calendar. Friday the 13th. These are Masonic days. For us, this is the preparation for the feast. It's the preparation for Passover. It's the preparation for Tabernacles. These are just the preparation. But for the Freemasons, these are sacred days. Remember, the 6 is a heavy Freemasonic number, and the number 13 is high occult and Freemasonry, right? But for us, it's all about the 7th day of the week and the 14th day of the month. It's not Friday the 13th. For us, it's 7/14. So for them, it's 6/13. This is why they lied to y'all and said there's 613 laws in the Torah. For us, the sacred numbers are 7 and 14. For them, it's 6 and 13. But anyway, let's get into the date, right? Since we ain't no blood drinkers, we're not really tripping on no Freemason numbers and all that. But anyway, today is the 6th day, the 13th, at sundown. As you can see, the sun is setting. we are going into the 14th day of the 7th month of the 7th day of the week. 14th day of the 7th month, 28th Shabbat of the year. You can do the math. That comes out to the 196th day of the year, which is the preparation for what? The Feast of Tabernacles, which is a 7-day feast. It's a 7ing, which means it always begins on the first day of the week. You can read about that in Numbers 29, showing you the day of the week, right? Which will be the 197th day of the year. Will fall on the first day of the week. 15th day always fall on the first day of the week in the 7th month. And this is a 7-day feast that includes the 8th day. This is the 8th day of this feast. This is the day that Jacob wrestled with the angel and got his name changed. Right? That happened on the 8th day of the Tabernacles feast. So this is why this is an 8th day feast. And everything happened on the 8th day. My wife is writing a book about the 8th day of miracles. Abraham and Sarah got their name changed on the 8th day. Asenath got her name changed on the 8th day. I mean, Joseph got his. I mean, everybody got their new name on the 8th day. It's something really important about that. My wife will be coming out with a book about that soon. Anyway, so yeah, on the 8th day, this is the day Jacob wrestled with the angel. This is the close of the Tabernacles feast. So this is a 7 days, and then the first day of the week, which is the 8th day. The first day of the week is always the 8th day of the week. If someone tells you the 8th day is not the first day of the week, they ain't dealing with the Enoch calendar. They're dealing with something else.